Hi, gorgeous humans, and welcome to the Raw Society Opportunity Call. I'm so excited that you're all joining us tonight for this call. I'm going to get into a little bit of a presentation like on the business and stuff like that. But before I do that, I just thought I'd tell you guys a little bit about myself and why I'm doing this business, where I was and where I'm headed. So it's been crazy. I've actually been in the online marketing space for over a year now. Time has absolutely flown. So how it all sort of came about for me is March 2020 when COVID hit and everything really crashed. I actually lost my job. So I was unemployed like many of us were. I know I definitely wasn't alone. And then also during this time, I was having massive relationship breakdowns. So I was living with my partner at the time. And then we found out that I was pregnant too. Definitely not planned. But things were just falling apart. And so it ended up that I was, living back home with my mum. I had moved in with her. I was pregnant. I was out of work. I had no job. And I remember I was sitting in my room at my mum's place on my bed, just on my phone, aimlessly scrolling, thinking, what the heck am I going to do with my life? I didn't have a job. I didn't even know how I was going to support myself, let alone support my bub. And being like a first-time mum, any of you mamas that are on this call would understand, like when you're going to be a mum for the first time, it's so nerve-wracking. And then add another layer, you're going to be doing it by yourself. So to say I was freaking out, a little bit of an understatement. I was riddled with anxiety. I was feeling depressed. I was feeling hopeless, helpless, anxious. Like I didn't even really know who I could talk to because I was feeling a bit embarrassed about my situation because I felt like I had it all. I was set up, nice house, nice car, all of that to suddenly nothing. Anyway, so a random girl messaged me on social media. She slid into my DMs and she just said, hey, I run this online biz. It has 7 ways of earning. We had 7 ways of earning. We now have 8. I'll go more into that in a minute. But she's like, would you be keen in learning more? And to be honest, I usually ignore all these kinds of things because there's so much spam and scam and different annoying things like that online. But this little voice inside me said, hey, like, just go for it. Just go for it. And girls, I was desperate. I was literally desperate for an opportunity. So it wasn't something that I was willing to pass up. And you know what? I just thought, well, actually, I've got nothing to lose right now. Kind of feel like I'm in rock bottom. By this point, I was, I think, 6 or 7 months pregnant. So I was kicking on, like I was literally a ticking time bomb and I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't want to be like living with my mom, having a baby as a single mom, just, those judgments and stories and stuff we tell ourselves. Anyways, I dived in, I went all in and I made myself over 4 figures within my first 2 weeks of being in the business. Like, it may not seem like much to some of you, but to me, it just showed me like, wow, I can actually monetize my social media. I can do this from the comfort of my own home. So that was like the pivotal moment for me. And then from there, I was able to fully furnish my entire nursery. I was able to move out to my very own apartment, like pay rent in advance, pay all my bond. I had nothing as well. So I could furnish my entire apartment right down to every cup, knife and spoon, the big things, my beautiful couch. Like I bought all of this. Furnishing my nursery and getting all the things for Bub was the most fulfilling, empowering journey for me because I literally felt like I had it all, hit rock bottom, felt so lost, didn't know what I was going to do, to suddenly like, okay, I can breathe easier. I can breathe easier. And I'm like climbing to the top, feeling, more empowered and knowing that like I was doing this on my own. No one was helping me. No one was coming to save me. Like I was doing this on my own. So yeah, that's probably been the most empowering thing for me, just knowing that I can spend time with Dakota as much or as little as I'd like, and I can work this business around her. So beyond, buying all the things, I even paid off 2 credit cards and I quite literally, you'll see it on my Instagram, I cut them up. I cut them up because you will know that looming feeling of debt that's just crippling. And, then well, this is what I did. I would extend my credit card, add more, and just keep maxing it out. And so yeah, I paid off all my credit cards. I own my car outright. I have absolutely no debt. And this opened my eyes to a brand new way of earning that some of you may know about and some of you might not know about. Some of you might be skeptical, like me, like we all are, which is just the online world now. But my biggest advice for this would be just go all in. Now I feel obligated, and I love working with women like you. I love seeing you women shine. Now the Raw Society, it's a brand spanking new community. You guys will be a part of the founding members. So you're going to see this like insane community blossom from the ground up. I'm so excited for this. There's so much to come. So if you aren't happy with where you are at in life, if you want different, you've got to move different. You've got to do more, because if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll always have what you've always got. Do you know what I mean? You've got to make those changes. So the exciting thing is we've got all the tools and templates in place for you to run with us. I'm going to go into the slideshow now. I'm going to share my screen, run through a little bit more about the business. And then of course, at the end, if you have any questions, you can ask them as well. Welcome to the Raw Society, standing for Real Abundant Women. That is us, and that is now you too. So thank you for joining us. Basically, we are your very own virtual community of high-vibing, gorgeous souls, ready to make massive impact in not only our lives, but in yours too. This business is all about giving back. If you have a passion for helping people, we rise by lifting others. That's what the Raw Society is all about. Then you're in the right place. So I already told you a little bit about my story, but here's little D, my absolute inspiration, my why, my reason why I do everything. I just want to give her a good life. My other thing is, and I'd love to hear what yours is. My other why is I really want to retire my mum. Since becoming a mum of one, my mum's a mum of 8 kids. I have a massive family. She was a single mum for most of her life. And now being a mum, I have even more respect for her. And I've seen how much she's done. She's literally laid down her life to raise us kids. So I do this business not only to give Dakota, the future generation, a beautiful life, but to give back to my mum and to retire my mum. And yeah, so that's what drives me every single day. We all have something in our life that is our burning desire for more. This is just one of my weekly pays, crazy 4 figures, just for 1 week's work online, working through my phone, monetizing my social media, which is insane. So who are we? We are Valentus, which basically means providing to be superior in strength, power, and influence. And it's the Latin meaning is Valentus, but we are one of the fastest growing home-based businesses in the world right now. So have a think about like where the world is heading, what's happening, what's the huge trend? Working from home. More and more people will work from home permanently now. They probably won't even go back to the office. Offices are literally closing down. Working online as well, huge. This industry is booming. Health and wellness, absolutely booming. One of our top selling products that we have is coffee. So coffee is the second highest sold commodity to oil in the world, which basically means billions and billions of dollars every single year is turned over on coffee. So when you're thinking about joining a business, have a think about the trends, have a think about what's happening in the world. Online businesses, working from home, they are not slowing down. They are booming, especially with the way that the economy is going. The other huge one is social media, is monetizing your social media. So if you jump into your phone and have a look at your screen time and see how much time you've been spending on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, whatever your guilty pleasure is, it's probably a fair bit of time. So you could turn some of that aimless scrolling into cash, just because inflation's going to come next year. Living cost is going to get more and more expensive. Like we are in a fair bit of debt with all the money that's been printed to allow us to survive, because so many like myself lost our job and didn't have an income. So really, you got to start thinking about the future and where the world is heading, and set yourself up so that you can look after yourself and look after your family, because in pandemics and in recession, there's always people who thrive. So you could be one of those people who can absolutely thrive. There's no doubt about it. But of course, if you're not a coffee lover, I'm obsessed with coffee. That's fine. If you're not though, we honestly have products for everyone. There's something for everyone. There's so many different products. Now, I won't run through them all now, but some of the top selling products are our superfood coffee, our superfood hot choc. If you have a sweet tooth, the tropical blast juice, which is basically like a virgin pina colada. It is delicious. And of course, collagen. If you're not on a collagen supplement, get on a collagen supplement. It will change your life. So here are some epic results from Alicia. She's one of the mamas in our team. She's one of the top leaders in the Raw Society. She has a massive growing team. You will have direct help and coaching from Alicia as well, which is insane. But look at her results. I'm shook. And I think these were from taking the tropical blast juice. So Some of the things that the products will help you with are alertness, memory and focus, feeling full, metabolic function, mood booster. They literally boost your mood. It's crazy. Sugar cravings, bloating, and more. Me personally, my favorite things from the products would be, that fog when you just feel like you can't focus, that it's that mental clarity. So I got my older sister, who's actually also Sarah, part of the biz now as well, because she's obsessed with the products. She started taking our coffee. When she started taking our coffee, I came over her house. So she runs family daycare, home business, absolute boss babe. Anyways, came over her house and her entire spare room was cleaned out. Her entire pantry cupboard was cleaned out. Her cutlery drawer was cleaned out. The kids' bookshelves and toys, the books were actually in rainbow alphabetical order in her home. What the heck? And she's just doing all these things. And I'm like, what the heck? And she's like, yeah, it's the coffee. Like, it's the coffee. So you won't know until you've tried it. Jump on whether you're not a coffee or you want the juice, or if you're more of a sweet tooth, the hot choc. It's that clarity and that mind fog gone. Oh, it's insane. I honestly can't rave about it enough. So that's a little bit on the products. There's heaps more. Of course, if you want any more information on the products, we can go into that as well. If you would like to try the products yourself as a customer, please get on that as well. Our compensation plan, it's insane. So we don't get paid an hourly rate. It's not like a job. It's not like a job, which stands for just over broke, because let's be honest, in any job, it's rinse and repeat. You barely have enough money to get by, right? So we get paid on a compensation plan. We have 8 ways of earning, which I'll run through in a minute, meaning there is 8 ways that you can earn every single day, week, month, year in this business, which is insane. Here are a lot of the women that have reached their company car bonus, heaps of girls all over. We have teams, New Zealand, UK, Australia, America, they're everywhere. So we are actually in 92 countries worldwide. So you might be like, hey, I don't really have many friends. Welcome to the club. That's fine. You actually will find that most people that will join your team will be strangers from multiple places all over the globe, which is really cool. Over here, you can see Megan. I got to do an interview with her. So head over to my Instagram if you'd like to see. It's like a little Q&A. She's such an inspiration. She's a triple diamond leader in Scotland, but this is her dream home. You have to go stalk her Instagram. What is it, @_Megan Spears. But yeah, she was able to save 6 figures in 6 months. What the heck? 6 figures in 6 months. So for her dream home. And that was during the pandemic. So as people were losing jobs and struggling, she was absolutely thriving in this online space because she could do it from home, like off her phone. She not only bought herself her dream car fully paid for by the company, but she's also bought her hubby's dream car. She is a sugar mama. It's like such an inspiration. All right, so let's run through the 8 ways of earning a little bit now. So number 1 is retail profit. So that's up to $1,500 USD. So that is from the products alone. When you first join the business, you can make instant cash from the products. Number 2 is the fast track bonus. So this is when you start to grow a massive team, and any single person that you bring into your team, you will get up to $200 USD. For us here in Australia, like it's actually epic because the conversion rate for us is like 250, 260. So for us in Australia, getting paid in USD, when we transfer it and it drops into our bank account, it's more, which is really, really cool. Now, the next 3 are residual income. So what is residual income? Residual income is basically when you do the work once, or you do the work months ago, and then you get paid over and over and over and over and over again for the work till infinity onwards, till as long as you're in this business. So if you want time freedom and you don't want to work until you're 70, which will be the average retirement age for us, then you need to look away. Whatever it is that you're looking for right now, obviously you're looking for an opportunity, right? Whatever that is, please look for something that can pay you residually, because that's what's going to give you the time and the financial freedom long term to not have to work until you're 70, to maybe get 20 years at the end of your life when you're old. To be honest, how rapidly the world is moving and changing, as we can all see right now, who knows what the average retirement age will be. So these next 3 are residual income. Residual income is sexy. 3 means binary. Basically, you'll get half a team built for you. So your upline, whether it's myself or one of our other amazing leaders, they're going to help you build our team. So as I was saying earlier, you rise by lifting others. So you help women, they help you, we all help each other, and we build together, which is really, the compensation plan is insane. For matching, so basically you can earn a percentage 7 levels deep. What do I mean? So Susan joins, then Susan joins, and then Susan gets Mary to join, and then Mary joins, and Mary gets Tom to join, and then Tom joins. So eventually you are going to get paid off people you don't even know. It just fans out. And this is the exciting thing with this kind of business model. Number 5 is the global bonus. So this is a 1% share each month. This is probably one of my favorites. So basically every single month we get like an awesome epic pay, like your monthly bonus. So you are getting a percentage of the entire company's, this multi-million-dollar company, this entire company's profits. You're getting a percentage as an individual. So our CEO is so generous. So yeah, you'll get that one pay every single month, which is quite large. Number 6, legacy pay. So when you hit legacy qualified, this is like one of the godmother ranks in this company, and it's quite easy to hit as well. When you become legacy qualified, you start earning double for every single Ruby, every single business builder that you bring into your team. So again, that's another thing that stacks onto your pay. Start thinking of all these ways that are laying. So we're getting daily pays, we're getting weekly pays, we're getting monthly pays, right? And then as our team's growing, we're earning double. So it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. Number 7, which is all of our favorite, and this is the next promotion that I'm going to hit. I am so close to hitting the company car bonus. I don't even actually need a new car, but I will be getting a new car. But yeah, so basically this is where you'll get up to $3,000 USD extra per month just for your car. So many of you girls have qualified for it once or twice or 3 times. They actually get too much money every single month towards their car that they just take the extra cash. So yeah, all these girls here, you can see that have got their cars fully paid for by the company, which is insane. Maybe you don't drive, maybe you don't want a car, that's okay. Boom, that's more cash. Let's add it in. So thinking about how much money you could be making. And then 8 is the yearly bonus. So this was the newest one. So when I first joined the business, there was only 7 ways of earning. There's now 8 ways of earning. And the 8th way, this way shocks me. So I'm just going to read you girls something so you can get a bit of an idea. Basically, you will get a percentage of the entire company's profits from that whole year. So it's going to be paid out in probably, I would say, January, as just after December. So it's going to be like this huge New Year's or Christmas bonus, which is nuts. So this one was only released this year based on the 2019 figures. One share would be around 5,000 USD. So these shares are pretty easy to get. And then you get, so if one share's, 5,000, 2 shares, 10,000, 3 shares, $15,000 USD, there are going to be leaders within this team qualifying for multiple shares. And this is just your Christmas bonus. So there's going to be, I can't actually even fathom how much some of the leaders in this team are going to get paid, but they're going to be paid thousands of dollars out at the end of the year, which is nuts. So that's the 8 ways of earning, just quickly. If you want more detail, we can send you more on the compensation plan, or again, just reach out to one of us and we can explain it to you more. But just remember, if there's one key takeaway that you take away from this, find a business that will pay you residually, or else you'll be forever trading your time for money and you'll never get out of that rat race. It's a trap. It's a trap, trust me. All right, so let's meet some of the queens in this industry. Meet Rach. So she is a diamond leader here in Australia. She used to be working full-time in real estate, but she didn't feel fulfilled. Her mental health was suffering. I can definitely relate to that, where you feel that anxiety on, the Monday blues, Monday-itis. But now she is a 6-figure yearly earner. She became a 6-figure yearly earner at just age 24. She's got her car fully paid for. You can see her here by the company. She's designing her dream home with her gorgeous fiance. And she's also got an RV here that they recently bought because of the company's to travel around Oz, which is perfect because of how the world's been. So she hasn't slowed down. She hasn't had to stop working. She hasn't stopped making money. And this is Rachel's Instagram here. And basically she's just said, freedom is what I chose for my life. What do you choose? Because everything in life is a choice. I could have chose to stay at my 9 to 5 job and go on feeling empty, but instead I chose to put myself out there, take a risk, take one step forward towards creating my dream life. I should have been heading home now as my annual leave would have ended, but we still have 3 more weeks left of traveling because we can. Anyways, you can go and stalk Rach. Her Instagram's epic, but she basically is just saying, are you going to settle for the safe option, or do you have that underlying, that yearning desire for more in your life? And if you do, then yeah, you're going to have to stretch yourself a little bit and step outside your comfort zone like we all have, but it's so worth it in the end. All right. Whew. This is Hannah. She's like the godmother. So Hannah is our upline in the UK. She's basically, so because we're brand spanking new here in Australia and New Zealand, she is like the first, and then Rach was the first in Australia, and then we've all come from that leg. So we're only just getting started. The girls in the UK have been going for like probably about 4 or 5 years now. So they all have, you know, epic 6 and 7 figure like salaries. They have their cars fully paid for. They have they've been on multiple trips, multiple holidays. So a little bit on Hannah here. So she is a royal diamond in this company, which is just insane. She's basically helping women every single day quit their job. I think so far we've had over 800 women quit their job and become financially free. It's just crazy. She earns 5 figures every single week. She has her luxury car fully paid for by her company. She's bought home. She's invested cash. She's gone on multiple holidays. She actually recently just moved to Dubai, and this is just insane. So here she is here in her own private jet because she didn't want her little pup to be like under the cabin in the plane, which I totally understand because we're obsessed with our dogs, right? So what did she do? Well, she flew herself and her family in a private jet to Dubai in her beautiful villa that she's buying over there as well. So she was just able to up and do this. Something that Hannah has said is dreamed it, then real lifed it. I can honestly say, thanks to this industry, my life is an absolute dream. Just to be able to jet off for 5 weeks to Dubai and know that even if I did no work whilst out here, I would still earn 5 figures a week. No alarms, no boss, no money worries, complete freedom, and now earning more whilst I actually work less. So remember before I was talking about residual income, where eventually, so at first it's going to feel like hard work. Like, I'm not going to tell you it's not hard work. You've got to be committed. You got to put in the action, put in the time, but eventually you're going to continue to get paid and be able to work less. And that is the gap. That is how you get time freedom to spend more time with your kids, on your passions, travel, whatever it is that's important to you. Lastly, she said, if 2020 taught us anything, it's that no job is secure, but social media is. And that hits deep because I had social media. I lost my job and my safety net and everything that I thought, you know, was like my life. But I jumped on, I dived into this opportunity and I started monetizing my social media. So you guys would all have social media too. Alrighty. What's stopping you from living your dream life? I know from personal experience and from so many of the women that I've spoken with, we all tell ourselves these stories. We give ourselves these excuses or reasons why we can't do something. And do you know what that is? It's not actually because you can't do the thing, because you can. You're so freaking capable. It's that we have this little inner critic or this voice that's like, no, don't do anything that might make you step outside your comfort zone. Do you know what I mean? So I want to run through a couple of things or a couple of questions you guys might have running through your head. Do you need previous experience to come into this business opportunity? Heck no. We give you all the tools, templates, systems, training. Everything that we use, all the success that we've had for myself and for our girls is from Hannah, our millionaire upline. So you'll be given that blueprint, that template, that roadmap to success. So absolutely no experience. Drop your stories, drop your excuses at the door. It's equal opportunity for anyone to come in and to run with this. You just have to be hungry for more. Do you need a big following on social media? Nope. All the girls within my team have either started from zero or had very few followers. None of them do the influence work or have had a big following. You don't need that. None of that is necessary. Again, we operate in 92 countries worldwide. You don't need lots of friends. You don't need a huge following or a big friends. We teach you how to reach out to people. You don't need to be super confident on camera. A lot of people think they have to come in and present and be loud. Well, we run these opportunity calls every single week. All you have to do is flick out a message and invite. Do you think that you could invite a friend to next week's call to jump on and check this out? That's it. So this business is made so that you can come in, you can tag in a video, you can send a message, you can invite to a call, you can put them in a three-way chat with myself if I'm your upline, and we help you. So you're not like thrown out into the deep end or expected to do these crazy things. The tools that we have in place are so duplicatable, and we've purposely made it this way because it is our job to see women like you and to say, hey, come with us. Come on, let's get you running. Let's get you making some extra cash on the side. What are your goals? Let us help you. The next one that I get all the time is, I don't have enough time. We all have 24 hours in the day. Oprah has 24 hours in the day. Beyonce has 24 hours in the day. Elon Musk has 24 hours in the day. We make time for what's important. If you're unhappy with where you are in your life right now, you have to make time. Because if you don't make time now, like I see so much potential in all of you. I have this thing where I see your potential and I'm like, you could blow this up, but are you ready to see your potential? So 1 hour a day is enough to launch your own online business. Obviously, the more time you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it, but please don't use that as an excuse. Your goals and your drive should be bigger than our excuses. And then from here, you guys are saying, okay, cool. Well, like, how do I get involved? What are my options? How much does it cost? There's a business model to suit every budget. So what I'm going to do now is briefly run through the fast track option and then also the free 7-day trial. Now it's up to you, gorgeous, to choose where you would like to go. So the fast track option is essentially where you invest some money. The really cool thing is within the first 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to make your money back as long as you follow the steps and put in, the actions and stuff like that. So a lot of, I would say probably about 60%, if you're keen and you're ready to really build this business and get involved now and get running with us, and you're serious, then you're going to want to fast track. So fast track will require investment, but not only do you get return on your investment to make your money back, you can make a profit too. Like me, I made a profit within my first 2 weeks of being in business, which is crazy. So Ruby rank, the Ruby Business Builder pack here is the royalty rank. Anything Ruby or above, you're classed as a leader and you will fast track your biz. So super important. Or if money is an issue, then you've also got the free 7-day trial option as well. So if you want to get involved, you just don't have the cash. I understand, like, trust me, I've hit rock bottom too. If that's an issue, then you can do the free 7-day trial. We'll run more about the details about that. If you're keen, get in touch with myself or whoever invited you to this call to show you that process. But essentially, you just hustle the sales. And then at the end of the 7 days, depending on how much money you make, we will use that money to buy into the business. So that's an option. And that's a way, if you're hungry and ready to go, you can get involved in this business. So 2 options: the fast track, where you invest, awesome. You're going to come in as a leader. You're going to fast track your biz. You're going to instantly unlock 6 out of the 8 ways of earning. So you know how I said we got paid 8 different ways. So if you fast track your biz, you'll instantly straight away unlock 6 out of the 8 ways straight away. Obviously with the free 7-day trial, you don't unlock any ways of earning, just the one, until we reassess where you're at the end of the 7 days. Timing is everything, as we know. If you've probably been presented with opportunities before, which you may or may not have let pass you by. I know I have. There was something inside me that just said, go for this. But if I'm completely 100% honest with you guys, I was desperate. I was so freaking desperate. I was in a pickle and I just wanted to pull myself out of it. So yeah, it came to me at the perfect time. I do believe everything happens for a reason. So if you are on this call, you're meant to be on here. Some of the advantages of coming in on the Ruby Business Builder pack, I'll run you through them. So you'll have access to me as your personal coach and upline, as well as our whole community, and as well as your coach who brought you on to, who signs you up to this business as well. You'll have access with training pages with our millionaires and 6-figure earners. So if you fast track your biz as a Ruby leader, you'll have access to Hannah's training page, the godmother, and also our other 6-figure earners as well. So that's just for those who fast track. You'll have access to all the duplicatable resources, tools, and templates. It's literally, a lot of it is a copy and paste. Yeah, it's laid out very simply for you. And as I was saying before, you will be instantly unlocking 6 out of the 8 ways of earning, which means you're only 2 promotions away from the car bonus, which is nuts. You can literally come in a business and be two promotions away from the luxury car bonus. You'll be entering as a leader, which makes you 2 steps ahead. In regards to the pack and the products, you can sell them over time and you can instantly get into the recruiting, the business building side of things. If you're not super keen on sales. So this is not just a sales based company. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't like selling. Like, I don't know if I can sell products. That's not really me. I don't want to be spammy. We got you. Don't worry. So you can actually just focus on the recruiting and the business building side of things. So sharing the business opportunity. To be honest, that's what I'm more passionate about. But to do that and to not worry about the product sales side of things, then you'll want to fast track. Okay, so you can use the products and do giveaways, buy one, get one free, awesome, cute lifestyle content. Take the products yourself, get your own epic before and afters too. We also have biz calls and we're going to be planning meetups with our Boss Babe community events and stuff, merch, it's insane. And probably the most exciting thing is you're going to be a founding member of the Raw Society. A founding member. This is a brand spanking new community that has literally only launched a couple of weeks ago, and you're going to be a founding member. You're going to see it grow from the ground up. You want to get in something when it's brand spanking new. The market here in Australia, New Zealand, it's so untouched. There's been other companies, we've had people jump ship and come because their companies have been around for, 20 plus years and there's just no room to growth. Timing is key in this kind of business model. And also with what's going on with the economy, which is working from home, working online. So it's just the perfect time. I think that's why the team is getting such massive success so quickly. From here, it's up to you to make your decision. So there'll be pretty much two decisions that you'll have. Either it's, I have more questions, so reach out to myself or whoever invited you to this call to ask those questions, or I am ready to get started. And now if you're ready to get started, let's get you signed up. Momentum is everything. Success loves speed. I would just say go all in like I did. Don't look back, go all in. People's opinions don't pay your bills. So you're coming to the top with us. And I just wanted to leave you with this quote. Great things never came from comfort zones. So hungry for more, so hungry for success. They have this yearning desire for more in their life. And I know that's you, or else you wouldn't literally be on this call. But then you're too worried about what people might think. But I can tell you now, it won't matter in 5 years' time. Don't let it matter in 5 minutes' time. We are going to the top. Come join us here at the Raw Society. We're just here. We're a community to help you rise up to reach your goals. I am so freaking excited. Get in touch with whoever invited you to this call and we will see you at the top. Mwah.